looking, and I'm like, why do you need to see the hit tracks? The ball's still right there.
Right.
You hit it 7 feet. Yeah. The hit track doesn't need to tell you that. The ball's right there.
Feeling something is extremely hard sometimes, so we'll have them close their eyes. So close your eyes, and this is your thought process. Like if I have a hitter that's bad with a racing rear elbow, I'll tell them close your eyes and feel your back elbow stay level or rise up to the level of your back shoulder as you're working forward, and close your eyes to do it. And the first time you put them on camera, it's perfect, because when you lose a sense, all your other senses are heightened, so you start to lock in and feel it better. And even like with pitch pressure, off a machine. When hitters run into trouble, a lot of people hate hitting off machines. First of all, go find any dudes on social media that smash off of a machine and please send it to me, because you don't see it often, because it doesn't happen. Unrealistic spin rate, holding is playing longer, so you're going to struggle. Right. So if you're quick, if your ball's dropped into a machine and everything's quick, go get it, close your eyes. So we'll hold the ball up, say, now, and then they'll start that load process with the eyes closed, and they don't open it until that front foot's going forward. So we'll do that for the first 5 or 6, so they get a feel for, okay, hey, slow tempo as we're working forward. We're not having to rush because we're seeing this ball drop down in the machine. So we're slow forward, and then when we open, we're already where we need to be. And if we land early, we just adjust.
So I had a coach tell me, I thought this mindset was so cool. So I want you to think about this. So you're in the big leagues, right? It's pregame, and say like Garrett Cole or Scherzer, one of those guys on the mound, okay? And they're down in the bullpen, right? And you want to go down there and you want to see some pitches, okay? Well, you stand in on one of those guys in the bullpen, right? What do? You don't get quick. You're seeing that ball and you're like, he's throwing 98, but like, I'm gonna tee off on this guy. Like I'm smashing him. Like, yeah, that's hard, but I got this.
Right.
And all of a sudden you get in the game, right? He's not doing anything different, but all of a sudden we're getting blown up. We got no chance. It looks like he's throwing aspirin. Well, what happened? Mentally, we speed everything up.
100%.
Because now we're trying to make it happen versus, hey, I'm just seeing it. I'm just feeling it. Like once that adrenaline gets going, and then I gotta do something now. Now all of a sudden everything speeds up, and that's where pitchers get us. Versus if I'm just gonna, like we talked about that mindset, I'm gonna let it happen, and I'm just gonna trust being on time with my body.
Right.
Now you start to, that's how you see guys take that swing, like Robbie Cano, and it looks like he's falling asleep. Dude's throwing 98, it's just right there. It's because he doesn't allow that environment. Right, with now all of a sudden that guy's throwing, I'm in front of 40,000 people. He doesn't allow that to impact what he's doing.
Yeah.
Now that's easier said than done, but that's what happens if we can take that mindset of, I don't have to do anything different.
That's the fearless movements we were talking about. You stay with those. The movements stay clean.
Yes.
Like the movements are just as clean as they are in this setting when there's no pressure. Those guys that can repeat those with
Those are the
40
best hitters.
Yeah, but is it easy? Can you teach it?
For all you guys, we talked about this a little bit. So there's the element of actually being able to move that way, right? Like off a tee, just being able to move, and then you actually have to apply it in the game. So do you guys teach the movement part of it first, or are you teaching guys how to like calm down in the box first, or a blend?
I think that's the hitter. I think it just depends on where they're at. And if you don't create pitch pressure at some time with a hitter, you're never going to know that. That's where I see like so many dudes, they'll go in and they'll come in our tunnels and they'll grind for 2 hours at a time, and it's flips, or even just overhand like seated. You're not creating a realistic environment in which like it's crazy that BP in the big leagues, they throw from 35 feet away and they're seeing 50 miles an hour. Like if you can go out, and I think there's more teams starting to do it now, you're getting more live like before the game. So, but if you don't ever create an environment which you're battle testing that swing against pitch pressure and against spin, you don't know if that's going to play, and you're going in untested as far as this battle mode. So
that's something. I just want to make sure real quick before we leave, because I got to get to the convention too.
Okay, yeah.
But I want to make sure that when we're in here is that the people at home know that, like, these guys that are these high-level hitting guys right here. Come over here for a second, guys. Like, just understand that the reason. First of all, I think people think that social media says like, if you have the most followers, you therefore have the best knowledge, or you're the best coach. It's not accurate. This guy right here, Nate Headley, this guy, Joey Badass Lewis, and Casey, all three of these guys know a lot more about hitting. A lot more about hitting than I do. Way more. The reason why it works though, but the following is that they're just because if you have a guy that basically went to college to figure out how to do social media, the information that we have, how it gets put out there, if you have a guy that does that, it can be, everybody has an equal playing field as far as that goes. But the information is, I just want to make sure everybody understands is that the reason why I think that it works for me is that I surround myself with people that are smarter than I am. You can do it that way. If you don't know something, instead of me going, no, like, I know more than this guy, I don't. He knows more because he's in here all day studying it. These guys are doing it full time all day long. I work with high level hitters, but not for 8 to 10 out just living it all day long. So I don't know many successful part-time workers at any kind of craft. But I just want to make sure to understand it's like, seek out people that have really good knowledge and understand what they're doing. John, and I appreciate this guy too, because he came through and organized this whole entire thing. You do a good job of sharing information with people, but I feel like if you surround yourself with smart people, smarter than you, and you don't get butthurt that they're smarter than you, right? It works out. It works out really well. You know what I mean? Because when I have a question and I don't know something, and instead of me just spitting out some garbage, because the main thing that people want to do is, as coaches, they get asked a question from a player and they just want to spit something out. Because they don't take a second. They feel like they're not a good coach if they can't say, listen, I don't know. I don't know the answer to your question, but I'll tell you what, I will find out for you. So then I call Nate, or I call Joey, or I call Casey, and I say, let's figure this out for this young guy that wants to wants to hit better. That's when the hitter gets better. But I just wanted to make sure we were clear on that. To say, like, just because I see guys getting jobs, pro jobs. I see guys based on maybe even just following, like saying like, hey, you just need a certain amount of followers and all of a sudden like you become something. It's not. It's just that people are entertained by some of the information you put out there. But if you're looking to like really get to the core of like who knows what and who doesn't, you got to really dig a little deeper and see, right?
Yeah, and I think to build on that, like what you guys do, like, and obviously pitching wise, that's more your thing. But the reason you guys I think are so successful is because you are not afraid to ask the questions.
Yeah.
You're not pretending to be something that you're not. But like, that's okay. You don't have to understand every aspect of this game to be a high-level coach. It's about having the resources and having the knowledge, and don't fake the funk.
Yeah.
Don't go in and tell a kid something, lie to a kid. If you don't know it, I tell kids all the time, if you can prove me wrong on something, thank you, because you just made me better.
Absolutely.
Because that's going to get passed on to the next hitting guy or the next kid I'm working with. So getting past the ego and continuing to learn and expand and have opportunities like this, like I don't get that. Like he used to work side by side with me in a tunnel. We used to do showcases all over the country together, but like we don't have that anymore. We have wives and kids, and like so you lose that, and when you don't have someone next to you day in and day out challenging you and throwing stuff at you, like it's hard to get that. And that's where I think social media is so valuable. Absolutely. You just have to be careful. You have to be careful what's out there and understand it's not all going to be good, but just because something is bad and you don't like it, that's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay. That doesn't mean their stuff is terrible. Use what's good.
And it also doesn't mean I have to trash it.
Exactly.
No.
Exactly.
That is the hardest thing apparently for hitting coaches to do is go, no, I don't like that. I'm just going to keep throwing. No, now it's like,
or unfollow. Dude, if you watch pitching guys, it's the craziest thing. Pitching guys, if they'll do a video and like, they'll be like, hey man, I like that. Like, oh, I'm going to try that with my guy later. Like, oh, cool, I like that. Oh, what'd you do? Oh, you got his back hip? All right, cool. Oh, yeah. Like, oh, you're working on picks and stuff. Like, they're all like sharing. And then hitting guys are like, yeah, like, they'll just put anything up there and people be like, this is the worst information I've ever seen in my life.
Or they'll bash a 9-year-old kid. I'm like, dude, man, like, come on, man, the kid's trying to learn. I'm putting him at, you want to bash someone, bash me. I put him in that drill.
Right.
That's me making him try to do that to fix something. I promise you, kid, here's the deal. If I'm asking you to do it, it's because I wholeheartedly believe it's going to make you better.
Right.
Whether you like it or not, when you go out in a game, you have a little patch on your shoulder because I hit with Nate Headley.
Right.
I take pride in what I do, so I'm not going to sit here and put you through some BS drill that's not going to make you better unless I wholeheartedly have a reason behind it.
And you're not saying the kid's going to be a first rounder.
That's it.
You're just saying, like, this
I
is
want
what
him to have
we're working
fun
on.
playing a game that's given so much to all of us. Like,
Yeah.
that's why we're here. It's because we do it. I've been blessed in this game because I care about it, I believe. Like, I feel like the opportunities that I'm providing for other kids are just giving back to what I've been giving. Like, I didn't play in the big leagues for 10 years, but I got to watch my brother play in the big leagues for 10 years, and it was one of the coolest things I've ever experienced in my life. But like, to give a kid a chance to go out and play a game and succeed and not be miserable when they step in the dugout like, I gotta go get it. I gotta go to get another at bat. This is gonna be another punchy. This is miserable. I hate playing this game. Like, just square some balls up. Like, what drills do we need to do to get you going the right direction? And then depending on how far or how long you want to do it, and how long you want to play this game, then we'll start to fine tune that.
I never made it in the big leagues either, but I won the Triple Crown in the California Penal League. Yo, listen, I gotta run, guys, because I appreciate you.
Thanks, folks.
Yeah, man, I gotta run. Go to the trade show. I love you guys.
We'll see you over there.
Good, brother. All right, my guy. You guys, it's been a real matter, all right? Yo, if you guys are in come to the city, you know, I will see you guys. I gotta meet with those guys. How far are we from that convention center?